Mesh post is one of my favorite plays to use out of gun cluster. There's a lot of different setups you can do. If you're not worried about the blitz at all, the one I like to do is fade the left receiver and then flat route the tight end, who we have our fourth receiver there with the 4-receiver package. If you're worried at all about the blitz, though, what I like to do is block the running back, then drag both the left receiver and the tight end. You can also put them both on whip routes. It's really preference. Whip routes nice to mix it up if you're facing a lot of man coverage. But otherwise, 2 drags is usually the basic setup. Your first read is the cross between the 2 drag routes. One of these 2 guys are almost always going to get open against man coverage. Once your opponent starts cheating down on that, then you can move to the post route. So this post route is very effective against man coverage. So it's a simple read of either the 2 drags or 2 whips, and then moving to the post. If you have maybe a cover 0 or something where the wheel route gets wide open, then you can look to bomb that. But generally, with the heavy blitz, I'd rather just get the ball out of my hands rather than risk waiting too long for the big play. So if you have someone open underneath, take that. But if you have time, then certainly that wheel route can be just deadly against man coverage. Against zone, the reads don't really change too much. You're always going to start short underneath, work to the post, starting with the 2 drags and then the post route. The only difference is against zone coverage, I love user catching the wheel route. In zone coverage, most time, people are using the hook zone, and they're going to run to the drags and then sprint back to the post to try to take away everything over the middle. But what this play does a fantastic job of doing is sneaking the wheel route from the backside so that if someone goes and runs with the post, then you have the wheel route that you can easily use or catch for 15, 20-yard gain. And same thing, we're showing a lot of cover 2 so far. Now we're showing some cover 2 blitzes and how, the drags are just so fast. And if someone cheats down too much on the drags, then you're going to have that post route open against any cover 2 blitz or the wheel, depending on which way they go. Same thing against cover 3. I'm just kind of repeating myself now, but always start with the drags first. Look to hit those guys. After that, go to the post, and then third, the wheel. This is a play I love against zone coverage. It's just a really overall balanced play with very simple reads. So it's imperative to mix this in and make your opponent respect the middle of the field in addition to some of the corner routes out of this formation.